हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू द कॉन्सेप्ट सीरीज। सो गाइज, आज के वीडियो में हम देखेंगे समथिंग बेसिक अबाउट फंक्शंस। ठीक है, सो लेट अस ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस नेम और द टॉपिक फंक्शन। गाइज, लेट्स से इफ आई राइट अ सिंपल एग्जांपल, लेट्स से y is equal to x square. So I have taken equation, quadratic equation which says that y is equal to x square. Now I know that if I keep putting different values of x, if I put x is equal to 1, I'll get y is equal to 1, है ना? If I put x is equal to 2, I will get y का value as 4. If I put x is equal to 3, I will get y ka value as 9, and so on. So what does this mean is, if I keep putting different values of x, right, I will keep getting different values of y as well, right? Now in that case, can I say that the value of y is dependent on the value of x, right? We all can say that the value of y is dependent on the value of x, so I keep putting different values of x and I keep getting different values of y as well, right? So in that case, I can also say that y is nothing but the function of x, right? Y is nothing but a function of x, or you can write this y as nothing but f of x, right? So they actually mean same, right? If it is f of x or y is equal to x square, both are actually same, right? So keep this thing in mind, right? So this is what we call it as function. Okay. Now, so there's a basic term known as domain. Then there is a term called as range. So you might have studied this in your 12th standard, right? So there's a basic approach which might require, in CAT exam. So let us try to understand what is domain and what is range in very simple terms. So we are not going to go into the IIT JEE wala term mein. Okay, so we'll try to understand in a very layman language. Okay. Now I know that, so I have put the value as x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2, and x is equal to 3, and I have got the value as 1, 4, and 9, right? So guys, whatever value, whatever outcome I'm getting, I'm calling this as range. So what is this meaning here? The range of solution, right? This y is nothing but the ultimate value, right? If I keep putting the different values of x, I'll get the resultant value as y, right? So all these values is basically nothing but we call it as range. All the values which you make input is, we call it as domain, right? I'm sure all of you might have studied this, right, in your school. So if I just look into this, so here my domain is going to be 1, 2, and 3, and the respective range is going to be 1, 4, and 9. So if I put 1, I'm getting the range is 1. If I put 2, again I get range as 4, and again I get it as 4. So this is nothing but your domain part. This is nothing but your range, right? So guys, what is this domain again? So the domain is, now whatever value, the outcome basically, you put the value which you put for the outcome, okay? And the range is basically whatever you get after putting the domain, okay? So basically these are the values for which this function is possible. Please keep this thing in mind. So they might ask you that what are the values for which this function is possible, right? So basically they're asking you the domain. So these are the values for which this function is possible, okay? And this is nothing but your range. Very fundamental stuff you need to remember. Always remember that your range is the subset of domain, okay? Your range will always be a subset of domain. And one more point I want you to remember, keep it an asterisk in your notebook, that range is always going to be less than or equal to domain, right? A very basic terminology. So range will always be either equal to or less than domain. It cannot be greater than domain, okay? Very fundamental stuff, right? Now if I look into, let's say, let us try to understand more better. So f of x is given as 1 upon x. Now if I ask you what is the, let's say, domain here, what is the domain? So what I'm asking you here, so this, the question here is what is the domain here and what is the range. Now remember I said domain is nothing but for which value this function is valid, right? So I know that if I put any value of x, this function will be valid, except, so what is the condition, that if I put, let's say, x is equal to 0, my this entire function will nullify, right? Matlab this will become infinity, right? 1 upon 0 is infinity, right? So my function won't even exist. So what I need to keep in mind, that my denominator is never 0, right? So that's the only thing which you need to keep in mind while solving the function. So your denominator should not be 0. So for what value of this, for what value of x this function is valid? So the basic meaning here is, a basic solution is going to be, your x belongs to positive infinity से लेके negative infinity, except that it shouldn't be equal to 0. Right? Try to understand, guys. What is domain? Domain is for what values this function is valid, right? This function is valid for all the values of x, all the real values of x except 0, right? What happens if I put 0? This becomes 1 upon 0, which is nothing but nullifying the function, right? Now, coming down to the range, right? So what are the range here? So if I keep putting different values of x, I'll keep getting different values of entire function. This is nothing but what? Y is equal to 1 upon x. If I keep putting different values of x, I'll keep getting different values of y, right? So the range here is also your y belongs to nothing but positive infinity to negative infinite, except it shouldn't be equal to 0. Now one more thing, remember that whenever you need to calculate the domain, or whenever you want to calculate the range, now try to make it in terms of x. So this is something like this, right? This is how you find the range, right? So for what values of x this, or what value of y this x satisfies. Now I'm asking you just the opposite. Here I was asking you the domain, now I'm asking you the range. For what value of this range satisfies, right? This is how you calculate. So whenever you have an equation, you convert that in terms of y and try to find out the range. Okay, so guys, I hope the basic understanding is clear. If not, you can always connect to me. I'll try to make it clear. Now, so let's take one more example so that that makes you a bit clear with the understanding. Let's say if I take an example, f of x is equal to x square. Okay, so now again I want you to calculate the domain, okay, and I want you to calculate the range. So guys, pause this video and try it yourself, try it by yourself how to find the domain and range. So again, just to keep this in mind, you can just frame it in your mind, right? So what value of x this function satisfies, right? So here I know that for any value it will satisfy, right? For any value, even if I put x is equal to 0, it is going to satisfy. So domain will be nothing but positive से लेके negative infinite. For any value it will satisfy. And range कैसे निकालोगे? For the range also, so this is nothing but x square is equal to y. So range will also satisfy for. Now one more thing, guys. I know that x square is equal to y, right? This is known as x is equal to y. I know that the outcome of x square will never be negative. So y cannot be negative here, right? If you put any value of x here, y cannot be negative. So range cannot be negative here, right? So it has to be from 0 से लेके positive infinite. Try to understand. So there's a difference, right? When you write y is equal to x square, so you're looking for what values of x this y is satisfying, or this function is satisfying, right? That's a domain. When it comes to the range, they're asking you that for what value of y this satisfies. So y cannot be negative here because this is the outcome of x square, okay, and that is nothing but your range. Range can be from 0 से लेके positive infinite, okay. Let's take one final example. So question is, f of x is equal to mod x upon x, generally asked in CAT exam, okay. They're asking you to find the domain and they're asking you to find the range. So guys, again, pause this video and try this question. Okay, I hope all of you have given a try. Now I know that this is a mod x, right? So if it's a mod x, there will be two cases for sure, that is x upon x, and there is nothing but negative x upon x, right? So I know that again range can be any number, right? It's from negative and 0, it can be any value possible. Now again I know that my denominator shouldn't be 0, right? So only case which you need to keep in mind is the denominator shouldn't be 0 when it comes to the function, right? So for any value, any real value except 0 is the domain. Same comes to the range as well, right guys? So in both the cases, domain will be your any real number, but 0 won't be accepted. When it comes to the range, it is going to nothing but -1 से लेके 1, okay, and that's the value here. So this is nothing but what? Y is equal to x upon x and y is equal to minus x upon x, right? So I've asked you to get in terms of y, so it already terms of y mein hai, right? I do not have the mixture of x and y. So here either I can have a positive 1 or I can have a -1. That's all value I can get. So my range is nothing but -1, +1, that's it. Okay, so I hope you are getting the picture of domain and range now. Okay, so let us solve one proper question and we'll get a knack of it. So let's move to the next video.